Today, we are going to talk about one of the most fundamental elements of all Western music. No, not drugs. Those came a little later. We're going to talk about the major scale. The major scale is so important to music. In music analysis, it is often used as the benchmark scale we relate all other scales to. The easiest way to visualize and play a major scale is on a keyboard, and the simplest of all keys to play the major scale in is from C. Since we are building our major scale from the note C, we will refer to C as the root or the tonic of the scale. To find C, find the white key immediately to the left of the pack of two black keys. From there, we will simply ascend the scale by playing each of the 7 white keys to the right of C until we get to the next C. The distance between these two C's is called an octave. Measuring distances between notes is a fundamental skill to master in music theory. Theorists call the distance between two notes an interval. There are several intervals that each have their own unique sound, but for today we will only be concerned with 2, minor seconds and major seconds, otherwise known as half steps and whole steps. A half step is the smallest interval and can be demonstrated by playing F, then playing the next key directly to the left or right of it. 1 half step up, 1 half step down. 1 half step up, 1 half step down. 2 half steps equal a whole step. I will now attempt to play a half step on a guitar. This monumental achievement can be realized by picking a note, then moving your finger up 1 fret and picking that note. To play a whole step, I just slide up 1 more fret and pick that note. Let's look at that C major scale again. This time, we will count the whole steps and half steps that it is constructed from. From C to D is a whole step. From D to E is a whole step. From E to F is a half step. F to G is a whole step, G to A is a whole step, A to B is a whole step, and B to C is a half step. By following this pattern of whole, half, whole, half, you can play a major scale from any starting pitch. Let's try this from A. A whole step above A is a B. A whole step above B is a C sharp. A half step above C sharp is a D. A whole step above D is E. A whole step above E is F sharp. A whole step above F sharp is a G sharp. And a half step above that gets us back to A. If these sharp and flat notes are new to you, they aren't as confusing as they might sound at first. All of the white keys on the piano are called natural notes. The black keys can be thought of as altered natural notes. A sharp raises a natural note by a half step. A flat lowers a natural note by a half step. When we are constructing this A major scale, we must play a C sharp rather than a C to keep our whole step, half step pattern intact. Whenever we play a major scale, we want to have 1 note per letter name. A major scale will never have an F and an F sharp. You may have figured out that because we have learned how to play half and whole steps on guitar, we can play a major scale on guitar as well. Let's start from C on the 1st fret of the 2nd string. Whole, half, whole, half. Playing this way makes it easy to visualize, but it isn't practical to sashay your whole hand up and down the neck. That is why most guitarists will play a major scale using a shape that crosses several strings. This method is preferred due to it providing a better economy of motion and its ease to be transposed into any key by simply sliding the starting position to the new desired root note. When a song uses the notes from a major scale built on a particular key, the song is said to be in that note's key. Here is some music in the key of C. See how it only uses the notes that make up a C major scale. C is the only major scale that uses only white or natural keys. In today's lesson, we learned the names of all the notes. Black keys on a piano are a sharp or a flat. We also learned what half and whole steps are, that a major scale is a pattern of whole steps and half steps, and that the root of a scale is the note we are starting this pattern from. In the year of our Lord 2015, patriots of music, starving and outnumbered, charged the fields of the major scale. They fought like warrior poets. They fought like Scotsmen and won their freedom.